Good day, human Latiocytes. This is the LatiosAzurill, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Omega Ruby Unlock. Here we are at the Pokemon League in Evergrande City. Now, as you saw, we did quite a bit of training during that grinding montage. Now, unfortunately, I wonder if everyone ate level 54 to 56-ish. However, Golden Keen got pretty over-leveled. So it's gonna be a little bit of a slight unfairness there because we have a level 68 Pokemon in our team. But I can't really do anything about that because of the EXP share, but it was the easiest way to let everyone gain levels evenly, or at least consistently. Otherwise, the grinding montage would have had to been a lot longer. I would have had to do a lot more training if I couldn't use the EXP share. Also, I found a light ball that I was able to give to Pika. I also, because I tried to think about it, I didn't have it until toward the end, but I decided to get a lucky egg to make training a little bit easier. So what I did was I used the Dex Nav, and I was looking for wild Pelipper. If Pelipper who are found with the Dex Nav have a chance of holding a lucky egg. That is the only way, outside of trading for one, that you can get a lucky egg in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. By either catching a Pelipper from the Dex Nav, well, using the Dex Nav, that is holding one, or by using the Thief to take it from it. So I figured that's a good enough way to train. And since they're Pelipper are a little more common than Love Disc, or at least on the Dex Nav, I figured I didn't need to actually catch them to do that. So once again, I'm really sorry about catching the Love Disc for making life easier. Last time, that was a little bit unfortunate. So, that said, we're not going to be taking on the Pokemon League right now. I'm sorry. There's a few last second things I want to take care of before we actually do that. So, next time we will. But I don't need half of the episode being grinding, and since I do so much grinding, I don't really know if I want to do it like that. So let's head... where to go? Let's head to Heidelberg City. Because we're gonna do something a little bit different. Especially because, like I said, I'm not going to be going after the Pokemon League right now, because, to be totally honest, I'm not in the mood to battle a Pokemon League right this second. First, I just want to take care of something else. So let's buy some Pokeballs, or Ultra Balls, whatever. 24 should work. Alright. Because, if you remember, a long time ago, back when we were in Dewford Town, actually, we were able to get... where is it? An Eon ticket. The ticket required for sailing on a ferry to the Southern Island. Does Norman the Petalburg gym leader know a secret? Let's find out. LatiosAzurill, be sure you go and visit your mom from time to time. I'm gonna stay here and redouble my training. It would bother me as a trainer to not avenge my loss to you, LatiosAzurill. Is that an Eon ticket you have there? It's been a good 11 years since I last saw a ticket like this. The Eon ticket is awarded to those who have earned the right to tread upon the soil of Southern Island. In short, it is awarded to those who can wield Mega Evolution, thanks to their bonds with their Pokemon. That Mega Bracelet that glitters on your wrist there proves that you are capable of using Mega Evolution. That seals it. Come with me, LatiosAzurill. Alright, let's go. I guess we're in Slateport City now. Oh, a little trip with our dad, that's cool. A ferry to Lily Cove. Oh, that ticket. Are you the one who brought a weird ticket? The place you're trying to go is a small island in the south end. Nobody knows what will happen there. I'm so excited that I want to dance a hornpipe. Hop right on board! I'll be waiting here. Take care out there by yourself, LatiosAzurill. I have faith that you're up to the task. Alright. I didn't see a boat, or a ferry or whatever, but here we go. Let's drop anchor. We made it all right. This be Southern Island. If you want to turn rudder to Slateport again, just come and say the word. I'll be waiting here. Alright, so we are back at Southern Island. We haven't been here for a while since we rode on Latios and got coal. It's been a while. It's definitely been a while. But let's actually see what's here. Once again, this isn't technically the legalist encounter that we're going to get here, but it's a legendary, so we can catch it. And it is not Latios here, it is Latios. So I see Latios has been up to very little since we've been gone. However, let's actually take it on. Let's lead off with Pika, because Pika can actually go for a T-Wave on this thing, and that'll at least paralyze it. I don't think it has Refresh. It might have Refresh. If it does, then that's not going to help. But, let's do this. So here we go, against Latios! So, Wild Latios appeared. Let's go into Pika. Now, we are 24 levels above it. I'm going to try a Quick Ball. I doubt it'll work, but you never know. Come on, Latios, please stay in the ball. Please? Nope, okay, that's not gonna work. Alright, that is fine. You're gonna Dragon Breath us. We can't get paralyzed because we are electric type, thanks to 6th generation mechanics, but we can paralyze you. I don't want to go for an Icicle Crash because I don't want to kill that. I think it might have Recover, though. I'm not positive. Let's go for a Spark. I want to be careful, though, because we do have that Light Ball. That did just the right amount. Alright. So, let's go for a... Let's try a regular Pokeball. Just to try it. Because it's paralyzed, in the red zone, you never know. I guess you do kind of know. Oh, it's trying to give us it has Psycho Shift. It's trying to give us this paralysis, but it can't because we are electric type. We have to keep Pika out. I am going to heal up Pika just to make sure we don't, you know, die. So, HP restoring item. Soda Pop should suffice. Nah, not quite. Won't do quite enough. I think a Lemonade will definitely work. I did buy some Lemonades at the Magma Hideout while we were there because you really can't beat the price of the drinks. Freshwater, Soda Pop, Lemonade, whatever. Cheapest you're gonna find in Hoenn. You'll find there. Enough advertising. I meant to go for an Ultra Ball, but whatever, another Pokeball. If I'm wasting a Pokeball, that's fine. If I actually caught it in a Pokeball, that would be funny. But whatever. That said, let's keep trying. You know what, I'm gonna try a Nest Ball, since it is weaker. It's not quite half our level, but it's somewhat close. Not quite. I would go into Golden Keen if I wasn't afraid of the Psycho Shift. Because then we could go for the Nest Ball, and it would probably do more a better chance of catching it. But Latios does not seem to want to be caught. But that's fine, we have time. You know what would be nice around now? Critical Capture, that would be nice. Mist Ball. We should be able to live that. Now if it lands another one, then we're probably gonna have to go for like a Moo Milk or something. But we do have money, so it's not like that's gonna be a problem. So there's another Mist Ball. As long as it doesn't crit, we're fine. Alright. So a Moo Milk should heal us up enough. Actually, Lemonade will do almost enough. We're gonna be at like -1 HP. So, that's fine with me. I'm just keeping Pika alive here while we go after this Latias. So, Latias, can you stay in the ball, please? That's 2. That's 3. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. As you see, I am having some really bad luck with catching legendary Pokemon this game. That is so nice to see, isn't it? Yep. Yep. My luck is completely gone, I feel like. It is Heal Pulse! Wow, okay, I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. At least while trying to catch it. It's not that useful outside of VGC, but whatever. Come on, Latias. Can't you stay in the Ultra Ball? I will throw 2 more Ultra Balls, and I'm going to try a different kind of Pokeball. I might move on to Timer Balls. I think I'll move on to a Timer Ball if this does not help. So if this ball misses, I go for a Timer Ball. Come on, Latias. Please stay in the ball. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Alright, so with that we have caught Latias. Metang grew to level 57. Alright, Latias' data was added to the Pokedex. Alright. So it is the female Eon Pokemon. Latias is highly sensitive to the emotions of people. If it senses any hostility, this Pokemon ruffles the feathers on all over its body and cries shrilly to intimidate the foe. It's a pretty cool looking Pokemon. It's one of my favorite legendaries. So I will be giving Latias a nickname. Since she's legendary, she is exempt from the legal or illegal encounters, since there technically are no more legal encounters to begin with. So, what to name you? I don't know what to name. How about this? The grand return of Latianata from the Platinum Extreme Expert Ever Randomizer Extreme Expert Ever Wedlock. So Latianata is gonna go to box 1. And what? Metang is evolving! Congratulations, Metang has evolved into Metagross. There's something on the ground here. So with that, we obtain the Soldew. Now, Soldew can be useful. All dreams are but another reality. Never forget. Okay, let's not forget that. So we have the Soldew, which can be really useful, because now personally, I think Soldew is probably better than Latiosite and Latiosite, especially because what it'll do is it'll increase the special attack and special defense. I think it'll increase it more than the Mega Evolution will. Plus, you can use another Mega Evolution on top of that. So, I mean, it doesn't increase the other stats, so I guess it has a slight drawback in there, but do you really need more physical attack to begin with an Eon Pokemon? Who knows? But that said, aye, let's be off then. Welcome back, LatiosAzurill. So you actually managed to find it at Southern Island. The Eon Pokemon. Well then, should we head back to the gym? By the way, why were you there 11 years ago? I thought you were with us from Johto. Maybe you've been here before? I don't know. Your meeting Latias is no less than a miracle. Don't let such a precious gift go to waste. I hope you'll continue this journey of yours, with just as much zeal for Pokemon as you've shown so far. Okay. Thanks, Dad. Alright. So with that, we have obtained Latios and the Soldew. So what I'm going to do is I am going to... So Latianta is gentle. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Now you're not really a legal encounter, so I'm going to put you at the bottom of the box, I guess. We have this egg. I could try hatching it. It's a possibility. We have Electrike who died before. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Electrike. We're being good, Electric. We have Love Disc who is useless to begin with, so I don't know why anyone would be upset about me catching one, because it's really just condemning myself to having it. But you know what? Now Metagross has a Metagrossite. This could be good. This could really be good. Huh. Well, I might actually give the Soldew to Cole. That way, we can use other Mega Evolutions rather than Mega Latios. Although I really do like Mega Latios, I mean, it's not my favorite Mega Evolution of all, but I don't mind it. I have nothing against it. But I also like Latios. So, who knows? We'll see. We'll see at some point. Also, maybe we should think a last second about movesets. Because by not letting Metang evolve at level 45, I had Metagross miss out on being able to learn Hammer Arm. Now, Hammer Arm is semi-useful for this team because we do have a fighting type, but Gallade only has close combat as a fighting type move. So that is not without its downsides. So we are going to have to think about that, I suppose. Who's this guy? Hi, I'm the trader. Want to trade me something for a decoration? Thanks. If you see anything that you want among my decorative items, let me know. A tire? I don't know. Flowering plant? Pokeball? Oh, tire. I'll give you a Pokeball. Sure. You got Stealth Power level 1. Sure, okay, what can we get from you? How about a flowering plant? I'll give you another Pokeball. Why not? These Pokeballs aren't helping us now anyway. Potions wouldn't really help us, but hey, whatever. So we also got Bargain Power level 1. That could possibly be useful. His friend will come here who likes strong trainers. Good for his friend. That said, why have I not healed up yet? Am I that stupid? Wait a minute, is this friend? You must be his friend. I'm the storyteller! I'll tell you tales of legendary trainers. Will you hear my tale? This is a tale of a trainer named LatiosAzurill. This trainer saved the game 154 times! A more cautious trainer than LatiosAzurill will never be found. Furthermore, LatiosAzurill, this trainer battled 154 times. LatiosAzurill must be a trainer who can never refuse a chance to battle. Furthermore, LatiosAzurill, this trainer healed Pokemon 1 time at home. No one could be more of a homeboy than LatiosAzurill. Furthermore, LatiosAzurill, this trainer rode the cable car 1 time. LatiosAzurill must be a busy trainer who's up and down all the time. Wait a minute, we've had exactly the same amount of time saved as number of battles? That is funny. Furthermore, LatiosAzurill, this trainer used his dowsing machine 1 time. You must love to find hidden items. Seriously, the trainer LatiosAzurill's legend is so epic that I talk too much. What? You're the one and only LatiosAzurill? Wow, I met the legendary trainer. As a keepsake, please accept this award. So we got PP Restoring Power level 1. Entering the Hall of Fame is not far-fetched for a trainer like you. We didn't enter the Hall of Fame. Hopefully at some point we might. But we haven't thus far. But you never know. Maybe we will eventually. So, do you have any more stories for us? No? Okay. We'll check back some other time. Perhaps. Whatever. So, where to go? Now the question is, do I want to learn Hammer Arm? Because I didn't learn Meteor Mash because the way I figured was that... let's go Slateport, whatever. I figured that I'd skip on Meteor Mash because it's not as accurate as Iron Head, even though it has a little bit of a higher base power. Basically, I think base 90 power and 90 accuracy, but I'd rather have base 80 power and 100 accuracy. Even though we're not likely gonna flinch, we're not likely gonna get a flinch anytime with Metagross, because Metagross isn't the fastest Pokemon around. Although base 128 speed isn't bad. Our fastest Pokemon right now is Cole. Our strongest physical attacker is... you have 216, you have 198, so Gallade. Our strongest special attacker is... Cole. So, alright. Good to know. Good to know. Also, I temporarily gave Cole Surf while we were doing the grinding, because I didn't feel like giving it to... I really did not feel like giving Surf to Muddy again. Also, so I got rid of Thunderbolt for now. I might reteach it eventually. It depends. But for now, I gave Cole Shadow Ball. I also got rid of Luster Purge and gave Cole Psychic, because A, it's a higher base power, B, more power points. There's no reason not to. Plus, they both have the same special defense drop hacks, so there's really no reason not to do that. Even if Luster Purge is the signature move. I gave him Shadow Ball so we have something to use against Phoebe in the Elite Four, because, well, to be honest, I'd rather have something, because I realize I don't have anything that's really good against Ghosts, except, well, Foul Play on Golden Keen, which... I mean, it's not bad, but it requires the opponent to have a good physical attack. So, I didn't want to rely on that. I guess I do have Thief on Gallade, but once again, I don't really want to rely on Thief. So, what to do? Well, here's the market. Do any of our Pokemon have high enough EVs? Wow! Pika actually has max EVs. Cool. Anyone else? Golden Keen. So Golden Keen also has, I think the Afric Ribbon means they have max EVs. So, let's see if Metagross does. Wow, okay, so I think our Pokemon might... Is it possible? No, I don't want to save. Is it possible that all of our Pokemon have max EVs? Is it possible? Wow. Okay. I don't know which EVs they are, but... Nice. Either that or not so nice. Depends on which EVs they are. But... whatever. Ribbons are always cool. I guess. I don't know. Whatever. So... yeah, everyone has... so I guess we no longer need EVs. We must have had a lot of battles while grinding. Because now they all have effort ribbons. And they have the relax ribbon. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Welcome, welcome. How about a lovely doll or two? Sure, I'll buy a Meryl doll and a Skitty doll. And I can't say no to an Azurill doll, even if we already have one. But I like Azurill, so yeah. Decorations for the secret base. How about a blue brick? Seems cheap enough. Alright, that's enough for now, I think. But that's kind of cool, I guess. Sort of, perhaps, maybe. I don't know. How about this? Let's check out Pokemon Amaze, since what else we have to do? Become better pals with your Pokemon. Pet your Pokemon and feed them snacks. Called Pokepuffs, and you'll grow very close. A Pokemon that likes you will show its affection in many fun ways. Be sure to play with different Pokemon. You can play these games with your Pokemon. Berry Picker, Headed, and Tiled Puzzle. Alright. Very well. Then here's Golden Key. Let's do this with Muddy, our starter. Why not? What else do we have to do right this second? So, alright. Let's pet our starter up a little bit. Okay, apparently he's not in the mood for being petted. Perhaps we should, you know, give him like a Pokepuff or something. Are you hungry? Perhaps he's hungry, that might be it. That could very well be it. I really have no reason to be doing this, but why not? Okay, so here's another Pokepuff. Apparently you're getting full. Okay. Guess you're getting full. That's fine. Alright, let's play a mini-game. How about Berry Picker? You have to do it easy, so okay, we have to start easy, and I'm sure we'll be able to move on eventually. So we have Metagross, Muddy, and Pika here, and we have to do tutorial stuff, most of the tutorial stuff, because that's part of the game, I guess. Ready, start. So let's do this. I don't know what kind of berries these are, though I'm pretty sure that's a pineapple berry. I think one of them, this one might be a raspberry? I don't know what kind of berries they are. Off the top of my head, that is. Basically, you have to take the right kind of berry to the right Pokemon. Otherwise, you're wrong. And you have to do it because there's a time limit. Plus, if you give them the wrong kind of berry, they will not be very happy. And that's not very fun when they're unhappy. You want your Pokemon to be happy. So, let's do this. So, let's deliver the right berry to the right Pokemon. See how many berries we can... Okay, so we got 51 berries. That's not too bad, I don't think. I think we could do better, possibly, but that's fine. I'll take 51. Berry Superstar. Alright. Cool. You can now access the next rank. Cool. Cool. So maybe we'll move on to the next rank then. But I think Muddy might be hungry now. Either that or running the pet. Who knows? That looks like a happy Swampert. I'll give you, I guess, a slightly nicer looking Pokepuff. I don't know. See if you like this. Oh, that did even more. 4 hearts, okay. Also, there are in-game effects if your Pokemon are at max happiness. Or close to max happiness. Let's try the normal one. So, there are more types of berries here. So I guess this is becoming a Pokemon and Me tutorial-ish thing. Sort of. I don't know. Alright. Let's get the right Pokemon the right berry. It's a little harder when there are more berries. Also, I don't like that green berry being there because it's hard to see. It's the tree. So, let's get these Pokemon the right berries. Alright. Come on. Also, the music gets a little faster. So, let's get you the right berries you want. Okay, here you go. Okay, I think we ran out of time anyway. So let's see how many berries we got. I'm pretty sure it wasn't as much as we got last time. Not quite. 49 rather than 51. But we're still a berry master. What do you know? That's not too bad. So we can now access the next rank. But first, let's pet and feed our starter. That's a happy Swampert. Who's a good Swampert? Oh, I think Muddy just reached the first level of happiness. Or of affection, or whatever it's called. So, Pokemon and Me is pretty much the same in this game as it is in X and Y. There's really no change at all, other than the music in the background of this screen is wherever you are, rather than where we would be in Kalos. The music in the minigames and the minigames themselves, and basically everything that has anything to do with this stuff, is the same. All functions are the same, all minigames and the music associated with them are the same. It's pretty much just copy and pasted from X and Y. This is a slight... whoa. With Golden Cane, it's a little hard to see the yellow. And then once you do, it's kind of harder because there are multiple berries of the same color. Granted, they don't look the same, but that makes it a little bit more difficult. Come on. Let's do this. Also, you have less time to get each... whoa. Wow, I just messed twice. Yeah, this one really is harder. So you really pretty much have to immediately... yeah, I got the wrong berry there. So... you really have to think quickly. Yeah, there we go. I think I only got 30 that time. As you can see, that time, compared to the last 2 times, was an epic fail. Got 31 berries, okay. Berry Pro. Alright. I'm gonna try this one more time. Try this one more time. Hopefully we can do it. Come on. I can't do it until our Pokemon show up to ask for berries. Alright. Come on. Come on. Give me more. Oops, wrong berry. See, I grabbed the yellow one instead of the green one because they actually look pretty similar. It's kind of hard to grab the one from the corner. Alright, good. We have a little more time when there's 3 at a time, because they don't go away as quickly. Okay. So that time we got 42, which is 11 more than last time. Not too bad, actually. At least I think it was 42. Yeah, 42. Not bad, it was an improvement. I'll take it, even if we're not at the max rank. Oh, Berry Grandmaster. Not bad. Not bad, okay. So, those are the first 3 rounds of the easy, medium, and hard rounds of Berry Picker. They're actually more fun than you would think. I mean, they're pretty simple games. Well, it's a pretty simple game. It's the same game, really. Also, the in-battle effects of Pokemon and me do not occur when the Pokemon Mega Evolves. It's just one of those weird things. So, whatever. Let's give another Pokepuff to Muddy, who I'm sure is hungry. I mean, who wouldn't be hungry? Okay. Who's a happy Swampert? So basically, the more hearts the Pokemon gets, like those hearts up there, they correspond to happiness of your Pokemon, or affection of your Pokemon. Technically, it's different than friendliness, because happiness is the different thing. That's the difference between turning like Eevee into Espeon or Umbreon versus turning into Sylveon. Sylveon's from affection, Pokemon and me. Espeon and Umbreon are actually happiness. So this is the unlimited one. So basically, it can go on forever. The previous ones were like 60 seconds. This time, you miss 3 and it's over. But there's only 5 berries rather than 7. So it's both easier and harder than the hard round. So let's see how we can do here. Basically, I just need our Pokemon to ask for the right Pokemon. Or the right berries, should I say. Oops. Sometimes I accidentally grab the wrong berry, and I have no choice but to, you know, drop it. So far we got 30. Alright, come on. Okay, we're allowed to mess up 2 times. 3rd time, and that's it. 3 strikes and we're out. Also, our Pokemon get less and less patient as time goes on. So I already messed once. Well, missed once. Messed up once, should I say. Sorry, it's a little hard to concentrate on what I'm saying when I'm doing this. Alright. If I ever say messed once, it's a combination of missed and messed up. Alright, come on. We got 70 so far, it's not bad. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's keep this up. We got 100, wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. 110, huh. Yeah, I'll take it. And we can still mess up twice. Well, should I say once. 120. I really want to see how far we can get with this. 130. Can we get up to 150? I'm curious. Okay. Nope, we messed up that time. 140. I'll take it. Okay, 141. You know what? That's fine with me. 141 is a lot of berries. I am okay with that. So that's how Berry Picker works. So 141, I guess that's our high score. Magnificent Berry Master. We also got these 2 exclusive, I don't know, seasonal... I don't even know what the heck kind of Pokepuff they are. All I know is our Pokemon really like those for some reason. So, let's pet Muddy a little bit. So that's Berry Picker for you. That's the 4 rounds of it. Basically, there are 4 rounds of every minigame. And there are 3 minigames. So there are 12 possible games you can play within Pokemon and Me. So should I say minigames? So let's feed our starter some Pokepuffs. Okay, you get one of these with the looks like some kind of a cherry thing on top. Oh, you seem to like that. Oh wow! Next level of affection. Cool. Cool. That is one happy Swampert. Alright. You know what, let's move on to, since we already have completed these mini-games, let's move on to the next one. Which, of course, there's Tile Puzzle, and there's Head It. Let's move on to Head It. I like this one. It's kind of dumb, which is what makes it funny. Basically, what you do is you have to hit the olive barn up by tapping your Pokemon. And basically, the idea is to not miss. By your Pokemon bouncing when you tap it, and bam. And that's the game. Pretty simple, right? I don't know what fever means, but whatever. At least in the context of this. Nope, I messed up. I missed. Perfect. A little less simple when other Pokemon start popping up there. But let's keep this up. So, for 60 seconds, can we get a high score? It literally is just tapping the 3DS, and that is the game. So, if you don't like stuff that's fairly simple and repetitive, then I don't know what's with the big ball of yarn, but whatever. So our final score was 272, which is a header amateur. Let's try this again, see if we can get the highest rank for the first rank, for the first level, that is. Because what happens is the multiplier goes down, well, back to 1 if you miss. So it's not like the Berry Picker where every round is every berry is independent of the previous one. Here, each ball of yarn is dependent upon. It gives you enough points dependent upon how much the multiplier, which depends on how many you've already hit before. Basically, the goal is you don't want to miss any. So we have a 30-hit combo. Also, the total number that you hit in a row, the most, that will add to your score in the end. But for some reason, I can never hit that big ball of yarn. But now we have a final score of 284, which is still a header amateur. Well, okay. So we're a header amateur, apparently. I'll take it, though. I'll take it. Basically, I guess you have to hit that big ball of yarn in order to get to the highest rank, which I think I've only done, like, twice, ever. It's not that easy. So... Alright, let's move on to the normal one. It's pretty much very similar, only I guess it just goes faster. I mean, it's not like the Berry Picker where it really changes anything in the game. All it does is it sends more balls of yarn out faster. which is what makes it more difficult. So, oh, it looks like Pika's playing this time. Okay. That's fine with me. 20 hits in a row, 21. Alright. Good thing is we can keep count of how many in a row we've... Oh, man. Alright. So I missed one. If I can at least get 4 stars, I'll be happy. Nope! Okay, so alright, 172 plus 20, so we got like 198. That's 4 stars, I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright. So we can now access the next rank. Now, in my opinion, the easiest game here is probably the berry picker one. Because it's as simple as just pick up berries. You're just picking berries, and you're moving them. And if you mess up once, it's not going to affect your score too much in the long run. In Head It, if you miss one, it's gonna really screw you over in the end. So this is the hard round. In order to access the next round of any of these mini-games, you have to have completed the previous round. Alright. So far, that's 20. I spoke too soon. Alright. Well, we have 100 points at least. So, that's something. So, let's just keep hitting these yarn balls. Alright. So, as you can see, this game gets a little bit repetitive. Really? Alright, let's hit the big one. Nope, okay. Alright, 219, that's okay, I guess. It's 4 stars, Header Pro. I'll take it. I will take that and run. So, now we can access the final round of Head It. So you know what, let's pet our starter a little bit, and then we can move on to the final round of Head It. So, I guess we're just spending time in Pokemon and me. Alright. So the final round of Head It is pretty much... It's like the previous rounds, only the only big difference is if it doesn't have a timer. It doesn't time you. It pretty much just ends as soon as you miss 3 yarn balls total. So, it can go on for... In theory, it can go on forever, but that's not going to happen. Also, seeing as how well I've been doing, I'm probably going to only be lasting a few rounds. Or should I say, I'm not going to say a few. I don't know what I mean by rounds. By rounds, I mean... I already missed. What do you know? Now, the good thing is that if you miss one, it affects your score less in this round than it does in any other round, because you can keep going. Because pretty much you can bring your combo up to a total of... Once you get to a total over 99, the number of points you get for that combination doesn't really increase. The maximum you can get is a 2-digit number. So if I can get 99... If I can get over 100 something in a row here, I can actually, once I was actually able to max out the score, and get like, it only goes up to 999. So, I think, I don't know. Whatever. 251, that's not bad. We only got 3 stars though. That's actually not great. So let's try this again until we can get... I would like to get 5 stars. I don't think it's gonna happen, but for now let's try to beat 251. on, that's 4, 5. So like I said, Pokemon and me can affect the actual game itself. Did I already mess up? Wow, okay. Alright, well, let's just try to get a high number of hits here. And by high number of hits, I mean consecutive. Because total hits really don't matter if they're not consecutive. Also, one thing that really messes me up a lot of times is every 10 hits you get in a row, your Pokemon will do some kind of an animation and cry. And that kind of messes me up. I don't know why, it might be psychosomatic. And sometimes I just mess up because I'm not that good, I guess. And this time we couldn't even beat our high score. Wow, okay. Alright. This time we gotta do better than that. Once again, it's not about how many total yarn balls you hit, it's about how many consecutive ones you can hit. Come on. Alright, well, so far they're 23 in a row. Not too bad so far. Alright, let's keep this up. Alright, well so far we're not doing too bad. It's 50 in a row. Well, we definitely beat our high score. That's not bad right this second. That's 70 in a row. Come on, I believe in our Pokemon. There's 100 in a row. There we go. Ah, I already missed twice in a row? Wow! Okay. That was pretty bad, especially considering the kind of luck we've been having. Come on. Alright. Ah! Alright, so our final score is 866, Ultimate Header Master. Wow, okay! So that is headed. Yes, it's not that easy. Alright. Muddy, are you happy? Are you happy you were able to be on a team that got over 100 in a row and had it? We didn't quite get over 900 total score, but that's fine. I'll take the big 100 streak. I'll take it. Alright. So that's headed. As you can see, there are no more rounds. So let's move on to the final one. I don't know if I'm going to be doing too much tile puzzle, because I don't need this episode going on forever, but for now, so tap the tiles to swap their positions. Alright, so we want to switch that with that. With that. Here with... Switch that with that, here with here. Here with here, here with here. Here with here. Here with that. And push them. And with that, we have our puzzle. It took us 31 seconds, so we're only an amateur at this. But we can access the next round. So let's view the picture. That's our Pokemon. Alright. Okay. So let's move on to the medium, to the normal one. So it's basically a puzzle. Alright. Basically what you have to do is you have to find the right part of the puzzle. And it pretty much has to just... Yeah, it's part luck with... I mean, because the thing changes on you. You have to be really good at puzzles. Okay at puzzles, I guess. But then the fact that it changes on you, it kind of messes with your head. You pretty much have to roll with the punches at that point. And there we have it. As soon as we get those corners. Puzzles semi-pro. Alright. Okay, fair enough. So we can now access the next round. That took us 51 seconds. So let's move on to the next round. Tile puzzle is basically, the way it works is, it's about seeing how fast you can do it rather than how many few times you can mess up. So let's do this. This could take a while. Alright. Come on. Alright, we have a corner in there. One more piece on the... I'm gonna move that to the corner. Down here, move that up into there, put the puzzle here, we have a, once they're in the right place, they stop moving, so you can't move them at that point. Alright, that goes there then. A lot of these puzzle pieces look very similar, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly which one goes where. But eventually it gets a little bit easier, I guess. But the fact that the puzzle moves while... Oh, look at the bonsai. That there. These are all like blue tiles. There we go. Took us a minute 52, we're only a puzzle pro. Yeah, that was actually pretty bad. Oops, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to do that, but whatever, I guess we'll try this one more time. See if I can do any better. Of all of these mini-games, this is probably the one I'm worst at. I mean, it's a cool game. actually be able to do this. Okay, now we need the bottom corner. Alright, let's try to see if we can get Pika before Pika goes away. Yeah, Pika's gone. Alright, well, at the very least, where's the rest of Latios? Oh, there we go. Latios right there. Yeah, we're not gonna beat the score last time even, I don't think. Wow, this is really going pretty bad. There we go. Took us even longer and we did worse. Puzzle Pro. Wow. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. But we're gonna try the last one anyway. Wow, we didn't even unlock the last one. I gotta improve. I gotta do something better here. That was just bad. Okay, this is the last time I'm gonna try this. Come on. The thing is, it's really hard to do, especially because the thing changes on you. If the puzzle didn't change every 5 seconds, it might be easier. But unfortunately, how am I supposed to do this when there's multiple... See, I really don't like how it changes like that. If the puzzle could just stay like this, I could probably actually do this. That's Pika. That would be Metagross. Okay. Wow, okay. Alright, well, you know what? It's close enough to our first score. I'm done. I'm done. That's enough of that. I'm not that good at tile puzzle. I admit it. I'm not hiding anything from anyone. I'm not good at this game. I'm okay at the other two, I guess, but I'm not very good at tile puzzle. Especially while recording, it always is just difficult to begin with. So, whatever. Especially while talking while playing. Alright, that said... It looks looks like Muddy now reached the next level of affection in Pokemon and me. I might actually do some more stuff on me off screen, just so I can show you guys the effects of it in the game. Also, after you're spending a lot of time in there, you can get some decorations. Like, for instance, if you want to... By the way, this is how you can see the... Wow, we're at 4 affection? Not bad. You can decorate by choosing a different wallpaper, for instance. So, let's... Yeah, that one will work. Also, you can... When you're decorating, I forgot to say, you can also put interior items there. Like, for instance, this thing. I don't know, basically, the different items you find, you can just put them down in here. So let's do... So, there we go. It's fine with me. So, basically, you can look at that kind of stuff while you're in a me. Looks like Muddy's hungry. Alright, whatever. That's basically Pokemon and me. So, same exact as the X and Y, but that's just that. So, yeah. Alright, that's enough of that cutesy stuff. I've had enough of that. I think it's about time to take care of the real stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. Let's head to the Pokemon League. And this time for real. Because here we are at the Pokemon League. We're gonna land, and then we're going to be set. So, since we have on our team, if you look at our team, we actually have 4 potential Mega Evolving Pokemon. Golden Key and Pika can't Mega Evolve, but we don't have a Gallade, and we can't get it until after the post-game. So, yeah, Gallade is not going to evolve, Mega Evolve. Metagross does have the Metagross site, so this is a potential Mega Evolution that could be useful for us. Muddy is obviously a candidate for Mega Evolving, and Cole. The thing is, Cole doesn't have to Mega Evolve at this point, since I could just as easily... I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the Latiosite off, and I'm going to give Cole the Soldo. Because it increases special attack and special defense, which are pretty good for Latios. So, I mean, ultimately, it's just about as good. Plus, this way we can Mega Evolve someone else. So, I'm gonna do that. So this way, Colt is no longer gonna be able to Mega Evolve. But, this way someone else can. Because this is our team, for better or worse, and next time, for real, we're gonna be taking on the Pokemon League. So, thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and next time, we're really taking on the Pokemon League Elite Four. Goodbye.